Okay guys, so this lesson is all about how to mute out the noise which you might be hearing when you're playing your chords. So it's really normal. You're playing, say, a C chord, and you're taught, in the textbook way that playing a C like that is right, and you suddenly start to hear lots of noise that you don't want, like over the top of a C chord like that. And for a lot of people, their approach is to then try and be more careful with their right hand. So when they're playing, they try and delicately hit the right string, so they'll miss the low E. For me, I realised that this is not the best technique. The actual best technique is how you hold the chord. And if you can learn to hold the chord, almost like this, what I call the racket approach. So imagine you're holding like a tennis racket. You wouldn't hold a tennis racket like that and swing, with your hand like this. It's not stable, right? So if we hold our fretboard like that, we can get a nice pressure from behind, yes, but what about this low E? Are we always going to try and delicately miss it? Or are we going to bring our thumb around? So you can see my arm there creeping round. So it was like that, elbows kind of low down by my side, and then it actually comes up and around. So you can see it's got a little bit of angle to it. The thumb's crept round the top, and it's not trying to play a note. It's actually just trying to mute a note out, that low E. So if you play that muted note, it doesn't sound great, but in the context of the chord, mixed in, you just get this. So I'm hitting all of them, but it just doesn't sound. Now I think this is a really important lesson. I do this with all my private students because it's just, after a while you can only hear so many chords with the wrong notes in the bass and muffled notes before you've got to put it right. So for instance, an F chord, the nice easy way I do an F like this. Look into any of my videos on here if you're thinking how is he playing that F, so I teach it in all the song videos. So you're doing your F, and yet again we have this low E that could ring out and ruin the chord. So what we want to do, bring our thumb around the top, racket approach, not trying to play a note, although we could play that bottom one, but we're not going to. And we're just trying to mute it out. So going for that sound if you individually pick the note, in the context of the chord. Okay, so the main thing I'm trying to show you here is taking the chords we do in all these songs and learning how to get the most noise-free sounds. So it applies to C really well, F, and you do this change all the time. Like you don't want that low E ringing out. Okay, A minor, another example. If you play an A minor, we pick from the A string or the 5th string. If you were to let the E string ring out on the top, you get this sound. Very overpowering. So what you want to do, exact same thing, thumb around the top, resting against the string. It only has to gently rest against to kill the sound out. This would apply for your D minor, okay? So all these progressions that we do, A minor, G, C, F, you can just hold in this racket approach and move your fingers around the racket. So that for me is a really, really big lesson I want to teach you guys. If you've got any questions about it, drop it in the comments. And please do head over to my site and get your free guide, and it includes information on this in written form and a lot more. Okay, so that's on my site. Follow the link below, subscribe to this channel, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you for the next one. Bye bye.